To me, photography means two things. One is a way of keeping experiences with me and making a record of where I've been and what I've seen of this fantastic planet we have. And the other thing, perhaps more important, is it is a way to convey the beauty, the grandeur, the marvel of the natural world to other people. So either when I'm diving with my little amateur cameras or when I'm walking around here in my neighborhood with the natural parks in Praia do Forte in Bahia, I take pictures. I just take pictures around without any particular aim, but always when I see something that is really uh, beautiful in terms of the natural world, I try to capture that and share that with other people. I think it's a dire moment in the history of our planet, and we have to convey the beauty and the importance of nature to others, and images can do that in a fantastic way.
Shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it raw. Jose, amazing, great, well said. I mean, straight out of the blocks, amazing. Jose Truda Palazzo Jr., yes?
Yes, that's me.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for joining me on Shooting It Raw. We live in an amazing time in history and whatever. The world really is incredible.
Yep.
You are almost exactly the other side of the planet.
That's right.
It's crazy. Like you're about as far from Hong Kong. I mean, look, there's farther places, but you're far, man. Like, okay, where are you right now?
Yeah, it's really amazing. I'm in Praia do Forte, which is half an hour away from Salvador in Bahia, Brazil, northeastern Brazil. I was born in southern Brazil, but I live here because I work for the Brazilian humpback whale project, doing marine conservation for them, and also enjoying this fantastic tropical nature that we still have around here in coastal Brazil.
Amazing.
And it is
Amazing.
really it is really fantastic that we can connect like that. You know, when I started my environmental activism back in 1978, we had to do everything by mail.
What? Stop. 78?
Yes.
Respect,
Yeah.
brother.
It's been a long time.
Amazing.
And I was about 15 then, and
Wow.
we had to communicate by mail. You know,
Yeah.
when we had something really urgent, we used telegrams.
Wow.
But we did our campaigning to stop whaling around the world, and in Brazil in particular by mail.
Mm.
So it's fantastic that we have these tools now, and we have to use them well to
Yep.
tell people how important it is
Yep.
that we act as a global community
Yes.
for the good of everyone on so many social environmental issues. You know.
Jose, you're like, okay, this is the first time we've met. And we're going to learn all about you through your photographs. But, okay, I have to find out if you are my nemesis, if you are my mortal enemy. So, are you known as Don Tiburon where you live?
No, I'm really the whale loony.
Okay.
I work at probably most of my environmental career with whales.
Wow.
In 1981, we rediscovered a breeding population of southern right whales in southern Brazil, which was thought to be extinct in Brazil, and
Oh,
I
wow.
worked almost 3 decades with them. And then I had all the work in the anti-whaling campaigning. I was the Brazilian deputy commissioner at the International Whaling Commissioner for many years,
Wow.
and now I'm working with humpbacks.
Okay.
But as a sideshow, I helped found the campaign called Divers for Sharks,
Mm-hmm.
together with a dive operator from Rio de Janeiro, Paulo
Mhm.
Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
And since 2010, we've been trying to educate people also about the dire situation of sharks and
Yeah.
mobilizing the dive community to help them.
I mean, that's how I came to find out about you, how our paths crossed. Maybe you picked this up, maybe you didn't. I mean, I asked you about Don Tiburon because, as luck would have it, you know, I was running shark rescue and, there's a big campaign and I
Right.
became known in Mexico. And I'm not saying Mexico is the same as Brazil. I'm not that dumb. But in Mexico, it's called Don Tiburon. And so I was just
Right.
like, listen, man, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, nowadays sharks need all the help they can get.
For
So
sure.
it is great that you're doing this and that you've done work on that.
Okay.
Um, and sharks also benefit, I think, from photography.
Oh, for sure.
Since people started diving with them around the world, and I've done that in a couple of times in Yap in Micronesia, where I've been many times. I'm actually Monterey Bay slash Yap Divers ambassador for Latin America.
Wow.
And you dive there with all sorts of reef sharks, and then you go to Mexico, places like Playa del Carmen, and dive with those enormous bull sharks.
Mm.
And people start seeing divers with sharks around the world thanks to photography,
Yep.
and start thinking, maybe they're not these killing machines people have told us about.
Sure. Okay. Well, okay. Let's use let's use killing machines as the natural segue into the first photo.
Mhm.
I love this because I don't know you. I see your face. You're very warm, very nice. And so the first photo that I just, hold on. Okay. So that I have is called Jaws. So is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it raw.